Burns are one of the most common injuries in a kitchen and can be caused by a lapse of concentration by you or someone around you. You could easily get burned if someone bumps into you while you're carrying something hot, or you might burn yourself on a pan handle that's been left over heat on a stove. Poor housekeeping can also lead to burns if you slip on a spill or on food scraps while carrying hot things. Burns are extremely painful, can take a long time to treat, and could cause permanent scarring. Let's look at some of the ways burns could occur and how we can get around them. Oils can be dangerous if they are overheated, especially if you add liquids that contain water to hot oil. Exploding oil can splash a long way, burning your face and arms. Always keep water away from hot oils and add ingredients gently so you don't splash hot oil on yourself or others. Explosions can also be caused if the deep fryer is emptied and not turned off. If cleaning is not done properly, oil remnants can catch fire when the fryer is used next. Don't leave cans of spray oil near a flame or heat source as they may explode. Anything combustible or under pressure can explode if overheated. Scalds and steam burns can be even more severe than dry burns. Using a wet cloth to pick up a hot object is very dangerous. A wet cloth transmits heat quicker than a dry one, and if the water turns to steam, it can cause a very painful and serious burn.
Steam burns are very serious. They can actually hurt far more than a normal burn off a pan. The actual intensity of the heat, it hits you in one go, and you blister very quickly, and the wet. So in your body you've got a little bit of fat, and it actually boils the fat very quickly, blisters, and really hurts. I automatically pick all my pans up regardless of what's in it with a cloth. If they become wet, obviously we discard them. The last thing you want to do is have a steam burn.
Lifting a pot lid or foil cover allows steam to escape, which can burn your arms and hands. Lift lids and covers carefully to let the steam escape slowly. Combi ovens can release steam under pressure when the door is opened. Crack them open slightly and let out the steam before opening the door fully. Hot handles are a major hazard. You may forget that a handle has been above heat, or may not know that someone else has left it like that. If you pick up a heated handle, you'll burn yourself, and you might drop it and cause a spill or even a fire. Always assume that a handle could be hot and use a dry cloth to pick it up. The golden rules for working safely in a kitchen are to pay attention, respect heat, and don't go too fast. Work safely, build up your skills, and learn how to manage a fire if it occurs. The chemicals that are used in the kitchen are often more concentrated than those found at home and may pose risks to your long-term health if not used correctly. Chemicals must be stored in cool, well-ventilated and tidy areas with easy access. You should never use any chemical that is not labelled properly, especially if you're not sure what it is. There must be a material safety data sheet or MSDS nearby explaining the use of the chemical, what it contains and how hazardous it is, how to safely handle the chemical, and what personal protective equipment or PPE should be used, along with any other safety precautions. Warn people around you if you're going to use a chemical so they can move away if they're sensitive to it or if they suffer from conditions such as dermatitis or asthma. Ensure the room is well ventilated and have a mop and bucket ready in case of a spill. Caustic cleaning chemicals are potentially dangerous if you don't use them properly. Make sure you've been shown how to use these chemicals safely and don't handle them without personal protective clothing, including gloves, safety glasses, a face mask and an apron.
I can remember back in the UK, I was working in a 5-star there, and we had a kitchen hand that didn't use her apron, and she got some caustic soda just done on her tummy, and that hadn't washed a couple of days, and it started to burn and erode her stomach to the point where she actually needed surgery, and was off for over a month, and scarred her for life. Absolutely dreadful. So we look and we laugh about the equipment and have a joke about people looking stupid with masks and goggles and gloves on there. But I can honestly say it's vital that we actually use them.
When cleaning a combi oven, always wear safety glasses, a mask and gloves. Beware of spraying towards fans, air vents and fan-forced ovens, which can blow the spray back in your face. By learning about chemicals and understanding how to use them safely, you're protecting both yourself and those around you from serious injury. Knives are the most used tool in the kitchen and the cause of many injuries. Lacerations can range from a minor nick to a severe, life-threatening wound. Injuries are often caused by poor knife skills or working too quickly. The knife that can cut a carrot can just as easily cut your finger off. Kitchen work requires you to chop things fast, but you need to learn how and to give the task your full concentration. It's essential to keep knives sharp. Chopping food with a blunt knife can cause the food to slip or roll over, putting your fingers in danger. Keep your knife sharp and make sure you position your fingers safely and carefully.
Sharp knives are very important for your safety. It sounds daft, but they are. The less pressure. You use less pressure with a sharp knife than you would with a blunt knife. Therefore, you've got more control over it. With a blunt knife, you're going to be pushing hard and the knife will just wobble and then end up, going through a finger or even worse.
If you drop your knife, don't try to catch it, as you'll almost certainly be cut. Let it go and stand well clear. Don't open cans with a knife. It's dangerous for you and will damage the knife. Find a can opener. Be very wary of sinks full of soapy water, as you never know what might be in there. Never leave knives in the sink, but always assume someone else might have. Severe stab wounds are frequently caused by knives and other sharp tools left hidden in sinks. When you've finished with a knife, don't leave it lying around. Clean it immediately and put it away safely. Remember that knives aren't the only sharp tools in the kitchen. Slicers are particularly dangerous and must be handled carefully, especially when cleaning them. Lacerations can cause you to be off work and to lose confidence in your skills. Severe cuts can lead to long-term nerve damage, which could end a promising career. Good knife skills and work practices will keep you safe and on top of your work. In the kitchen, there are a lot of items to move around. Bulk foods, heavy pots, waste bins. All of these can be a danger if you don't lift or move them properly. Safe manual handling is just as important in the kitchen as any other workplace. If you're lifting bins, bags or drums, make sure you can comfortably manage them and use the correct technique. Always keep the natural curves in your spine and bend from the hips and knees using a weightlifter's style posture, and make sure the load is held close to your body. If you have any concerns that an object is too heavy or awkward for you, get someone else to help, no matter how busy you all are. It's not worth risking injury. As well as lifting heavy objects, manual handling injuries can be caused from bad posture and repetitive tasks. If you're whisking, chopping or staying in one posture for a long time, ask to be rotated wherever possible. And don't be pressured into working too fast or for long periods of time without a break. Working too fast and under pressure can cause you to lose concentration and not do things the right way. Washing dishes is a job that can lead you to twist, turn and stoop repeatedly. Try to set up your work area with everything you need in comfortable reach and take short breaks to vary your postures whenever possible. Job rotation may also help. Bending to put food into ovens can put great strain on your back, particularly if you do it many times each day. Avoid using your back to bend and always use the strong muscles of your legs to lift and lower. even if the food is not very heavy. Remember to maintain the natural curves of your spine when assuming any posture or manual handling position.
I'm a big guy, but I still wouldn't lift the pan off the stove on my own. The last thing you want to do is lift a big pan, struggle, and then obviously spill it over yourself, or a large box and rip your back, or you just don't want to do that. So, grab a friend and do so. And if you can use the trolley to move it from A to B, then use the trolley. That's what it's there for.
Manual handling injuries could put you out of the kitchen and any other job for life. So think about what you're doing, get help if you need it, and stay safe.